creating a 3-tier plan to improve your profit margin. Hello again, it's John, it's the Marketing for Owners podcast. Remember on Monday we covered profit margins and talked about profit margins and markups and talked about money and numbers and all sorts of stuff. Today I'm not going to do that, but that good old profit margin, we should always be looking to squeeze a bit more, to make a little bit more. And as I've mentioned, I think it was last week on one of the days, possibly on the Thursday, a week ago, that there are only 3 ways to increase revenue, and that is by and of course you can reduce the cost or up the price, but it all comes down to the same one of increasing the average order value. You increase the profit margin from there by upping the numbers. So instead of having someone spend £100 every time, what if they were going to spend £150 every time? And what if the extra that they're paying for only cost you, say, another £10 or nothing? You think, how can that be? Let me give you an example. And of course it may vary, but on an aeroplane, you have, when I fly on British Airways to Canada, there is economy. Then there is premium economy, what British Airways call World Traveller Plus. And if an economy seat costs £600, that premium economy generally costs £1,100 or £1,200, virtually double. And then there's business class, what British Airways call club class. That is up again, and that tends to be around 2,000, 2,400, like double the one under. And then there is first class. I have no idea what that costs, because even if I could afford it, I would, which I can't, by the way, which I would feel so guilty paying that, because that is going to be £4,500, £5,000. Oh gosh, the things you could do with that money. Business class, club class is great. That is a whole other thing. Anyway, it is the same aeroplane. Yes, they have better earphones for listening to the TV. They've got better seats. They've got slightly better food. In first class, they've also got extremely better food. There are less seats. There's less of them. But most of us know that British Airways, as an example, make all of their profit on the business and first class passengers. The economy and the traveller, the economy plus, are paying the bills. They're paying the fuel, they're paying the maintenance. The rest of them are upsells. They are making more. They're first. And who amongst us, apart from what I just said about about the first class, who amongst us would not love an upgrade? We want to be upgraded to business class. We want to be upgraded to premium economy. How about if we could afford it? Wouldn't we pay? Because once you've done it, it's great. Now, how about credit cards? There are gold cards, there are platinum cards. In American Express, they have the Centurion card. Hands up who's got a gold card. Why did you get a gold card? Because if it costs you anything at all, it makes you feel better, doesn't it? Otherwise, it's just a credit card. Is there anything it does differently other than, whoa, I got a gold card? Now, personally, I'm an American Express Platinum card holder, so before anyone argues, yes, I know how all this works, and yes, I know what I pay for that, but I use it and works out for me. But I would not want to go back to being an ordinary American Express card holder, because I've been a Platinum card holder. It's kind of cool. It is kind of cool, right? And I can afford it. So there you go. And I'm not to show off, I'm just saying that's how I feel. Now I've had it, that's what I want. If they didn't offer it, would I care? No. It's just a credit card. How about other things? Trains have first class travel in the UK and ordinary travel. Why do people sit in first class? Because they can afford it. They don't mind paying the extra because they can afford it, and it's just nicer. They're treated better. So what about personalisation? Having things with your initials and all this. So what I am suggesting is, why don't you think about adding a higher tier to your product? If you are an accountant, call your, if you do company's accounts, give it a name, give it a plan, the something plan. Then have another one that is the plus or the silver or the gold or the platinum. Remember, by the way, when you go platinum, you're then struggling to go above. You could have sapphire, diamond, whatever, but don't just instantly call your next one up the best thing you can think of, because you might later want to put in another one, because when you find out that works and people will pay it. So if you are that accountant, what else do you offer? I don't know, but a list of stuff. Look at let me think. Web hosting companies, look at their list. They'll say, here's the basic plan, here's the popular one, here's the top one, and it's got a listing. Compare. Look at anything. Insurance, here's the top one. Most in the UK bank accounts, you have the plus accounts that people pay for. They might include world travel insurance. You can buy that from Columbus or Atlas and miles cheaper. It's got other stuff. It's got a concierge, or maybe, I mean, American Express has got a concierge. I used them once, they messed it up. I booked my own flights. I don't need them at all. So these things, they know that. I'm not using it. They know I'm not going to use it. It doesn't cost them any extra, and I pay extra. People will do it. I'm at the garden at the moment. If you offered a gardening service, a regular lawn cut and so on, how about the one-up that digs over the garden? How about the one-up from that applies that stuff that makes your grass go green? And that kind of thing. Now, say one of those services, I don't know, £50 a month. The next one is £70 a month. The next one is £90 a month. It doesn't cost you that extra. It's going to cost you a little bit, but you're going to make more. But if you give it the right branding, people will want it because they will aspire to it in the same way that you want to be upgraded to the decent travel. So make people think of your thing. So don't just say we'll stick a chemical on your lawn. No, it's the green plus. It's the whatever, the Enviro plus. It's the Garden Beautiful. It's the Chelsea flower show level. Something like that makes it sound desirable. You can make anything. When you go for a car wash, they have different levels. If you could afford it, you'd have the top one. Don't just give it a name, brand it. Take examples from what the experts are doing, the credit card companies, the travel companies. Let me think. In travel companies, you've got all-inclusive. They know you're not going to drink all that stuff, but they've priced it in. Remember, it's local drinks and all that kind of stuff that's cheaper than you get at home, so they know what they're doing. Anyway, create an extra tier, then create another one. You don't have to create them all at once. Create one and then offer it to all of your clients and say, we now have this. Don't say it's more expensive. Sell it on the benefits to people. This is better because this came through demands, through consultation with our customers. It's what our customers asked for. And it's only, yes, please. This stuff works. Seriously, it works. Anyway, it's enough. It's Thursday. Time for a Drive Time podcast. And this time, if you're not listening to this, if you like interviews, this guy's great. One of the original and best. It's called Mixergy. So like M-I-X, mix a G, like energy. Mixergy.com. Just go to there or find it on iTunes. It's Andrew Warner, ran a fantastic e-commerce business with his brother, I think, before he set that up. But Mixergy, one of the most popular interview shows, been around for ages. It's great. Tomorrow, Friday, the ones to watch is Phil LeBoon. Phil was introduced to me by Josh Steinley, who is one of the top internet marketing, one of the top content marketers on the planet. He was introduced to me as the best, most knowledgeable, most effective Facebook ads marketer on the planet. There you go. So you may not have heard of him, but you think Phil LeBoon's got some stuff for you? Oh yeah. So come back tomorrow and listen to him.